This is my 98 600 Grizzly. We're going to be working at it a little bit here throughout this video and talking a little bit about it. So, let's turn you around and actually show you what she looks like. She's a little bit dusty, I know, but I still love it. It's got Polaris rims onto it with wheel spacers, 2-inch. Needs a 4-inch wheel spacer in the back to get the stance because it's out a little bit. As you can see, it needs another 2 inches in the back. Overall, she's a pretty good bike. Custom seat cover on there, the Grim Reaper. Out there's my new part. Because she gone done and messed up. That was already broken when I bought it. I replaced it. The spline teeth inside of it, not this one, but the one I bought, got wore right out somehow. Or I don't even know, they might not even been there. So in doing so, it scraped this metal back here. And so I took it apart, put this guy back on there. Didn't tighten the nut to proper specs, it come loose. Needless to say, stripped that, made me have to buy a whole new piece, which you see up here. This comes with the drum, a piece here, cover plate I guess you'd call it. I'm still waiting for the new nut, the gasket for this guy, and the gasket for this guy. Oh, and I also got a brand new wet clutch to go in there too. So yeah, without further ado, let's get down here and change the old oil. Well, not change it, but drain it. Okay. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, inside the oil cover cap, there is a filter screen with a spring. Some people don't see it because when the oil plug comes out, it just shoots right down into this jug here, and you can't see it. Anyways, yeah. Let's see if we can't make a mess. Alright, minor mess, not so bad. Not so bad. Just let that drip off a minute. This here is the screen and spring that's inside there. It's clean, that is a good sign. A little bit of goo down here, but it's not too bad. Alright. Let's do its thing. Oh, I'm stuck. Smells a little burnt. Oh, we got no rag in here. Alright, we'll let that oil drain. We're going to start loosening up these bolts in here. See how she goes. Alright, so we're going to start unbolting these bolts here. Oh, it's a little snug. It's probably never been apart before. Anyways, yeah. Let's rip her down. Now, I'll just be honest with you guys, I've never done this before. This is all new to me. So don't make fun of me, you know, if I make a mistake. It's all a little bit of learning. I'd rather do it myself because surely other people that know what they're doing will charge you an arm and a leg. And I don't frankly have the money nor the patience to let someone else mess with my bike, so I'd rather do it myself. That oil smells burnt and it's only been in there, you know, just before it actually messed up on me. Alright, so this plate back in here is what we're going to unscrew. And yeah, I'm not sure how much more oil would be inside of there. But we're going to have to take a chance and crack her open. Alright, so yeah, we're going to try cracking these nuts, bolts, whatever you want to call them. Oh God. To be honest, I hate sitting in the mud and on the ground, the rocks. Even though this is a tent, it still doesn't really have a floor in it. That's alright, we still get her done. We know what we're doing, most of the time. Oh, jeez, they're really not that tight. Well, I expected it to have a little more of a snap to it, but it don't. Yeah, I'm really kind of pumped up to see how bad the wet clutch is inside of here. We're going to find out here in a minute or two. They're the same, no different length. We got to make sure we don't get nothing mixed up. That's why we're making a video for all the people on YouTube. You all can learn something. We can all learn together. I've had this bike maybe a year. Treated me really well. Second hand, obviously. Old fella all the way down from Yamaha. It's about, I don't know, 3 hours there, 3 hours back. Something stupid like that. 6-hour drive altogether. Now I got a motor in Cape Breton with a pair of shocks. That's a 12-hour round trip. And possibly might need to do that one too. Spare motor, spare one of these, spare clutch, belt. Alright, nice and slow. Oh. Well, there you have it, people. There you have it. There's a nut in there. Swell. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, I'll zoom in for you. That is the wet clutch. And I'm not an expert, so I'm not sure if it's good or bad. I'm still going to replace it with a brand new one. Silly me, I also bought a second-hand one. So either way, we got a spare. We got to get the specs on that nut there. So when we take it off and we put it back on with the new one, we'll make sure it's tight enough. It ain't going to strip off, nor will the other nut that's out here where my finger is, will that strip off. And yeah, we're still waiting for the wet clutch. The gasket for here and the gasket for here goes up and around. This one down here, this one up here, this one right here. So far so good. We'll keep you posted. So here's the old one. Here's the second-hand new one. Second-hand new clutch to me. Turn them around. You can see the threads on this guy. And not so much here. That was my stupidity. I had to pay for it. Now I'm going to fix it. As you can see, we're well on our way. I gotta get that old wet clutch out of there and wait for my new one to come in with the gaskets and nuts, and yeah, we'll be back on the road with the old Grizz. This is my LED light bar. It's colored. I love it. Amazon special. Yeah, this is her in her glory. This is my tent, my trike. There's the Coleman. Over there is a 4L60 transmission with another motor for a mini bike. Sunroof out of an 06 Dodge Charger. And that's and me signing off. Peace out. Subscribe, like, and ring the bell. Alrighty.